through the decades.
Wow, you really are the record man.
That's right. Just look at it all. If you can't find it anywhere else, you'll find it at the Record Man.
The Record Man plays on at his store in Redwood City, California.
This wall is Latin jazz.
Gary Saxon has seen many record stores shut down in recent years and admits getting his through a 3-month pandemic closure was tough.
Rock and roll.
But he's back, giving customers his personal tours down passage after passage filled with collection after collection of music you may know or music you may have never heard of.
We got the jazz room. Yeah, that'll work. And that fills the room with sound. And I'm not even cranking it up.
To Gary, this is real social media.
Some people that come in here and they go, hey, wow, man, I got this cool record. Come on over to my house and listen to it. So it's a social thing.
As the tour heads to the upper level, Gary tells us he's battled drug problems and was once homeless. But his life transformed when at the age of 45, he started the Record Man, the place he met his wife and the place where his daughters grew up.
This is a museum, really, for all these voices. I mean, when you look around, you're literally surrounded by history. You lose the authenticity of the singer's voice when you listen to the digital. When you listen to it on a record, it takes you back in time.
And that's not the end of the collection. Outside in the parking lot, there are 4 redwood trees that Gary himself planted decades ago. And in front of that are 6 containers filled with vinyl.
We managed to cram about 50,000 records in here.
And that includes 45 RPM records and even 78 RPM records, which have just one song per side and can be slipped into an album filled with individual sleeves.
This is your Spotify playlist right here.
The Record Man also has new artists like her and Billie Eilish. In fact, this year is the first year since the 1980s that vinyl has outsold CDs in the U.S.
I started this in '88 when vinyl was on the way out and CDs were coming in. But I decided to go ahead and keep vinyl anyway because it was a vital part of Americana. And I got on board and I rode the crest of the CD boom and the DVD boom, but I always was the record man. I think that records are eternal.
Now 77 years old, Gary has battled cancer 3 times, but that hasn't stopped him from another of his passions, collecting vintage equipment like this, a battery-powered radio and a hand-cranked Victrola turntable.
How do we know when it's ready, Dad?
When it starts getting tight?
Yeah, it's getting kind of tight now.
All right, let's try it.
Generations of the Record Man always seem to find a way to keep the music spinning.
Oh, I like this.
Hawaiian guitar.
Mark New, CGTN, Redwood City, California.
This is